we are bringing you their Povitica swirled breads. These are handmade East European pastries that were traditionally made during the holiday season, but now you can have them year-round. And these actually come from Strawberry Hill, which is in Kansas City, where these are handmade, hand-rolled. What are we bringing to you? Well, 3 pounds. So you're going to have 3 different flavors, which these are their best sellers. These are the all-time favorites in one offering. So what is a Povitica? Well, it's a flaky, delicate crust that is paper thin, and then it holds the filling. So really the star of the show is the filling inside, which I'll take you through each one, and then the dough is kind of what all holds it together, and then it's hand rolled into that signature S shape. So no two are exactly alike because these are all handmade. So the 3 flavors you're going to get are their original recipe, which is the English walnut. This is where it all started. This is an old generational recipe. Then they had to bring you the strawberry cream cheese. The strawberry cream cheese, they had to put in some strawberry, kind of named for Strawberry Hill where it comes from. So they puree fresh strawberry, mix it with cream cheese, and then they finish it off with a very kid favorite, very much a child favorite. It's the apple cinnamon. So we'll take you through each one. Just know that you're getting all 3 on 3 easy payments of $11.33, free shipping and handling. And here's the deal. This is just back in stock. There's no auto delivery. So you haven't seen this since January. That's when it last sold out. So you know what? I'm actually going to start with the English walnut because that is their original recipe. So the dough is tender. It's flaky. Remember, it's all hand rolled, and the dough isn't really the star of the show, it's the supporting character, they like to say, because the dough is what's holding all of that delicious filling together. So in the English walnut, you're gonna have crushed farm fresh walnuts. You also have folded in sweet creamery butter. You also have in this a touch of sugar and also honey, and then all hand rolled into this delicious, moist, authentic European pastry known as a Povitica. All right, now many of you are picking up more than one. You said, I don't want to have to wait almost 5 or 6 months for it to come back into stock. So stock up, because this is going to sit in your freezer if you want it to. You can have it in the refrigerator to keep it fresh. Here is the strawberry and cream cheese. So the strawberry cream cheese, it features pureed sweet strawberries, so it gets that coloring naturally. Then they fold it into velvety cream cheese, and then again, just a touch of sugar. So these aren't overly sweet. If you're someone that says, you know what, I'm more of a savory person, I don't like a lot of sweet things, I think this would be the perfect balance for you. And again, that flaky crust that's all hand rolled. The last flavor is going to be the kid favorite. This is your apple cinnamon. So the apple cinnamon starts with sweet, tender apple, and then that sweet, tender apple mixed in with that freshly ground cinnamon. You also have sweet creamery butter, and then locally sourced honey. So this is not a dry pastry. You can see how moist this is, and each loaf is a pound in size, so very generous. Hey Jane, have you ever had the opportunity to try the Povitica?
I have not, but I'll tell you what, if you can eat with your eyes, which you do, then I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I want a small sliver of each one. And you know what's really cool about this? I'm not sure what the intended meal for this would be, but breakfast, a midday snack, or dinner following your dessert, I think this is going to be great. And I also think it'd be a good base for things like French toast, and you know, you can really get creative with how you serve it. So it looks delicious, and a lot of handwork goes into this. All of those thin layers of dough are hand rolled, and then they're just filled with an abundance of rich fillings, and that's where you get that flavor, which is why you're like, is it about the filling or is it about the pastry? It's about right here, and together they make the perfect Povitica.
Well, you know, you mentioned French toast. I mean, it's breakfast. You could eat it as is. It could be a snack. It could be dessert with ice cream after a delicious meal. We actually have some footage where this is made, which is in Kansas City, in Strawberry Hill. This is an Eastern European pastry, and you've loved it. When we had it back in January, it completely sold out, so it's just back in stock. But you can see how they're making this by hand rolling the filling and the dough together. So there you're seeing that delicious English walnut because they crush the nuts. They add in that sweet creamery butter, that honey, the touch of sugar, and then they put them in the pans. They bake them. You can see the pastry is just holding that all together. It looks delicious. I know, my mouth is watering. Here you can see we've done a few different ideas using some fresh strawberries, sliced strawberries on the strawberry and cream cheese, toasting it, doing a little French toast, even maybe doing a little glaze or drizzle. This can be breakfast. It could be a snack. It could be dessert. And let me show you how it arrives, by the way. So these come in little boxes, 1 pound each, and the boxes are really fun little decorations. So if you want to do a build to, ship to, and send these to family or friends across the country, this is actually how it arrives. So it has the story about Strawberry Hill, a Kansas City tradition. They've been around for since 1903, for over 100 years. And then you can see it's wrapped and labeled inside the box. So you'll know which one you're cutting into or digging into because they've labeled everything for you. So in your assortment, you're going to have 1 English walnut. You'll have 1 strawberry and cream cheese. And then the last one is going to be your apple cinnamon, which is a kid favorite. M64837 is the item number. If you want to give us a call, you want to go on QVC.com. And remember, there's no auto delivery. The last time we brought this to you was back in January. It's now May. So already 600 have been spoken for. You know, Jane, are you much of a sweet tooth? Are you more savory?
I'm definitely more savory, but Gabrielle, if somebody is serving something like this, that would be a nice finish to a meal, I'm going to go for it. I would want to taste a little bit of each one, which I love. And again, as we are all hunkered at home, looking for ways that we can really kind of satisfy our families, this is such a great one. But like you said, there is no auto delivery. To lock it in and get more, you're going to have to place your order for more than one. And if you don't use them right away, then just put them in the freezer. So that's the other great thing about it. So,
well, I love that we have a really nice balance in this show. The meats, the sweets, the snacks. So a great way to start on a best